Hey, what's up guys? Jimbo back again with another knife review for you. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Spyderco Ladybug. This is one that has been in Spyderco's catalog for quite some time now, and 2011 was no exception. I picked up the little purple guy you see here about 4 or 5 months back, and I liked it so much that, as you can see, I got him a little friend. This is basically, we'll call it the original version of the Spyderco Ladybug, standard FRN handle, with the standard Spyderco leaf blade shape. And this guy over here is the newest addition to the Spyderco Ladybug family, the Spyderco Ladybug Salt, which has the same type of handle, it's just different color. You know, it's the cool yellow color. And the difference would be that, first of all, it's offered in H1 blade steel, which is Spyderco's new proprietary, and they claim to be totally and 100% rust proof. They offer it on the Spyderco Pacific Salt, which is basically just a kind of a diver's knife version of the Delica, and also on a few other models. The second thing that you would notice as far as the difference between these two is the blade shapes are totally different. As I said, this is like the standard Spyderco leaf shape blade, and this guy is a spider-edged hawkbill, and I gotta admit that's kind of a first in my book, in my knife collection, on two different levels. This is the first fully spider-edged knife that I own, and definitely the first hawkbill knife that I own. So pretty cool, huh? The second thing you've noticed that's different is the fixtures that they put this together with. The standard Ladybug here, as you can see, uses rivets. There are no screws. You cannot take it apart. And the newer one, the Pacific Salt, which I will show you in the front row seat section of this review, it's got an adjustable pivot screw, and you can take apart the handle scales, which is really, really cool. So, as always, let's go ahead and jump right into the specifications first and foremost. We'll use little Mr. Purple here for demonstration purposes. Okay, the closed length on this guy comes in at 2 7/16 inches. The blade length comes in at 1 15/16 inches, giving it an overall length of 4 3/8 inches. The weight on this guy is an absolutely insignificant 0.6 ounces, so it's barely half an ounce, which is tiny. You don't even know this is in your pocket when it's in there. Okay, as I had said, the blade steels that you see here, this little guy uses Spyderco standard VG10, and Mr. Spyderco Ladybug Salt, I guess it's Mrs. if it's a ladybug, uses H1 steel, which is their rust-proof steel. Both handles are made of FRN, just like your Spyderco Delica or Spyderco Endura, same kind of thing. And it uses the 5mm spider hole. Both of these feature the, we'll call it the standard Spyderco lockback with the boy dent, again as you would see on the Delica, the Endura, and many other Spyderco models. And the origin of these two guys would be Seki City, Japan. Again, it says that on the blade. I will show you that in the front row seat version. Okay, the deployment on these two guys, I'm actually able to do this one-handed like a traditional Spyderco knife with a relative degree of ease, but some people like to open it like so because it is a smaller knife. Again, this does feature the lockback with the boy dent on both of these, just like your Spyderco Delica or Spyderco Endura. So the depression of the lockback to get it closed is actually pretty easy. And believe it or not, guys, you actually can Spidey drop these. You do have to give it a bit of a wrist flick to get it to work, but you can do it. It is possible. But with a little bit of work, you can get it open with your thumb, and you can actually close it like so. All with one hand. Lock up on it, rock solid. Zero blade play on either of these. Just nice and solid. No complaints on that at all. Next to it, we'll put the Spyderco Honeybee, Spyderco Grasshopper, which is actually larger than the Ladybug. There it is next to the Delica. As you can see, pretty much the entire Ladybug knife is about the size of the Delica's handle, so it's a little bit smaller. Kershaw Chive, Kershaw OD2, and just for fun, a case folder knife. Notice on this one, guys, it's rivets, not screws, so you cannot take this one apart. But on its salty brother here, you got screws. So you can actually adjust the pivot on that and unscrew the handle scale. Kind of back and forth texturing there, just like the Delica and the Endura. Look at that wicked hawkbill blade with the spider edge. Alright, let's try some cardboard. A little bit of effort to get through there with that one. Now let's try the salt. Let's see how that guy does. Woo. A little bit easier because of the blade geometry. It just kind of helps you, and the spider edge just kind of helps you rip through the cardboard a little easier. Pretty good, especially for a small little knife. Good job, Spyderco. So, in conclusion, guys, I think the Spyderco Ladybug is basically a paramount choice for a secondary EDC option. For the price point of right around 30 bucks, I believe, for the standard model, I think it's about $5, maybe $6 more, maybe $7 or $8 more for the salt version with the H1 steel. For what you're getting is basically like the best backup, you know, to your standard EDC knife. At least that I personally have found so far. You know, you just kind of fold it up, you know, just throw it in your pocket, you know, and then you're good to go. And for what you're getting, you know, VG10 steel or H1 steel with this, you know, the choice of colors, and it's just such a cute little knife. You know, I don't know what else to call it other than cute. You know, it's like a baby Delica. And for what it does, you know, just for the basic things like opening packages and mail and, you know, a little bit of food preparation kind of stuff, it excels at that. It's really great, and it's, you know, just a real, it's so diminutive basically that when you throw it in your pocket that you just forget that it's there, you know, which for me is what is one of the things that makes a good EDC knife. You know, you just throw it there in your pocket and, you know, go out and take on the world, right? So I can absolutely give this one, both of these actually, the Mr. Jumbo Fox recommendation. I think these are awesome for Spyderco collectors. If you're like me, you know, you're just a regular dude and you we're trying to get a girl, you know, into knives, guys, this is a really good place to start with between the colors and the size and stuff like that. This is a great EDC for a female as well. They can just throw it in their bag or their purse, and you know, it's not big, it's not assuming, it's not masculine, you know, like your standard Delica or Endura would be. It's very small, very unassuming, and it's useful. You know, if I had to narrow down to one word, this thing is incredibly useful. So I'd like to thank everyone so much for their time and watching this video. I hope you have found this informative and helped you make a decision on these little two guys here. For the best gear, knives, flashlights, pretty much anything you can conjure up there, check out www.whitemountainknives.com. Use discount code MJF and get 10% off your order. They should have the Ladybug in stock, so tell them Jumbo sent you. Again, thanks everyone so much for watching. Appreciate your time, and as always, stay fit, stay strong, stay supreme. Take care, guys.